Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the YouTube Editor's Perspective Podcast. All right, so we got normal group, Comp Bros. See, I said it right this time. Proceed and Lone.
The Comp Brothers are here.
The Computer Brothers.
The Computer Brothers. who are a little oddly silent this time around. Even BG, not even with a remark.
What's the point anymore? We're not the computer, bro. Yeah, done it. Isn't over that.
Been there, done that.
I'm done fighting it. Just gonna bend over and accept it.
There's a diddler joke there, but I'll just leave that one alone. But so we are just to kind of give perspective on what we're going to talk about today. We are recording on the 20th of February, which for most gamers, the Sony press conference was tonight.
Yeah, DualShock 4, biggest
You
part of the
ate
show.
2 days ago.
Well, no, I'm saying we're recording on the 20th.
Yeah. Okay.
And and me personally, I didn't really watch all of it. I was actually just watching Twitter.
Oh, I watched all of it.
Yeah, same here.
And laughing.
Well, when the stream would let me.
Oh, yeah, the stream was terrible. All of them.
I watched it on Forbes. Forbes actually worked. But that was only halfway through that I found that one.
I watched through Twitch, which was supposed to be the original, but it was complete doo-doo.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But yeah, so I guess for most people that by the time this episode's aired, they'll know the PlayStation 4 was announced, which is pretty much what everybody was thinking it was going to be.
Yeah.
Hey.
It wasn't the Vita cubed.
I thought you said Vita Cube. I was like, wait, game... What? It's a PlayStation Vita, except it's a Rubik's Cube.
It's Sony. They'll make it happen.
Yeah. But, actually, that's something else. Trials, Evolution. They made a Rubik's Cube in the game.
There we go.
The game is freaking amazing. Anyways.
Played it.
They, announced a whole bunch of different things here and there. But, I guess, starting off... I need to go through, like...
I have one little thing I want to just bring up here in the beginning, because it's a pretty big argument in my mind. That the moment I saw it, it was just a blazing why in my head. All right, so I don't know who any people who are listening here are PC gamers. I don't know. Nobody else here really is but me, kind of, sort of. But I bought Diablo 3 upon its PC release, and was thoroughly disappointed in it.
Well, I know that was the thing.
Shut up.
Well, no, I want to comment on that. Just because, I mean, it's in agreement with you. Just because I saw that, I didn't want to say it because I was going to say it on Facebook when we were talking. I'm like, I should say it for the podcast. Yeah, the general consensus is like everyone hates Diablo 3 at least.
That is because basically Diablo 3 was terrible, and it still is bad. Because a lot of what made Diablo fun is that it was a game where you'd walk in and fuck around. It was a fuck around game. It was a game where the goal was to get ridiculous gear, get your character boosted up with good abilities, build good, get a good rune system going, and be a god, and just fuck around, walk around, and blow shit up. But it's like they try to turn Diablo 3 into like this more competitive based, skill game, and it's not what Diablo was made fun for. That's not
dungeon crawler.
Yeah, but that's not where it got its fame. It wasn't a game where people took it super seriously and calculated every bit of their build. No, very few people did that because they wanted to make the ultimate fucking asshole build and place it online and show their internet cocks off. But
look at my edict.
That's basically what it was. It was an internet pissing contest with Diablos 1 and 2. It was, look at my build. Oh, look at my build. But I mean, and the game was bad. The balancing was fucking awful. The abilities were just stupid and glitchy, and the drop rates were, forget it. You'd farm for a month to get an item, get it, and it wouldn't even be statted for your class. You'd farm for a legendary wizard gear hat, wizard's hat. It's called a wizard's hat. And you need intelligence and oh god, I'm forgetting. It's been long. Intelligence, whatever. You need intelligence on it. Let's just leave it at that. And you'd get it, and it would have stamina. Stamina is only good for a fucking demon hunter. So it's like, why am I getting a wizard-based item with demon hunter stats? It's stupid. And now with these latest patches, they fixed it. They added Ubers to make it more fun. You fight the Uber opponents. Still not fun. They changed the drop rates of legendaries and rare items. It's still stupid. So it's just like, oh, here's Blizzard's big idea. Diablo 3 failed for the PC. Let's port it to the fucking to the PS4. It's just
and it's 4 and 3, isn't it? I think I saw 4 and 3.
I don't think it was 3. I think it was just 4.
I'm going to be going up my Twitter feed and looking at all the things people tweeted.
It's like, just why, Blizzard? Just your game failed on the PC, the thing it was made for. That's like saying, oh, you know what? Black Ops 2 isn't selling that great for the 360. Let's throw it on the PC.
It already is on the PC too.
Is it really?
Let's throw it on the PC. It's already on there. Let's throw it on the PC.
Let's throw it on the Mac.
But
just no.
Yeah, so
Why?
that included we'll kind of reiterate that in a little bit, but like they had a whole bunch of announcements here and there. I'm just kind of going through my Twitter feed. However, BG, you watched the entire thing, so I'm gonna rely on you for the most part of it.
I kind of watched the entire thing too.
Okay, well, I mean,
I see how it is. BG's the gaming authority all of a sudden.
So how did it start off? What?
Do you own a PlayStation, Ralph?
A PS3? I own a PS2.
No, shut your mouth.
I owned the good one of the system so far.
Get on the level of the 3.
I owned the good PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so what did it start off with before they said the PS4?
They were talking the usual spiel of you could game anywhere and blah blah blah, and then they started talking about the Vita, and they'd have more news about that later on. It was literally like 20 to 25 minutes before they announced anything with the
just
PS4.
Like every E3 intro you've ever seen in your life.
Yes, It was ridiculously boring.
And then they're like, oh, and here's the new specs for our new system that we will not show you.
Yeah, it was just like generalized specs and whatever.
And no viewing of the system at all. No.
At all.
And what's funny is even Square Enix, who they pulled up there to talk about their shit, didn't say anything about their shit. They said, look forward to E3. And I was like...
Oh my god! I said if they don't announce Kingdom Hearts 3,
I saw that.
Riot.
I know. I'm like... I was actually on Skype with my buddy Brett, and he was like, "Oh, Square Enix, KH3, because it was like copy and paste like 8 billion times." And I'm just like, "You're setting yourself up for disappointment." And what happens? Nothing.
That if they would have announced that, this
right then and
would
there,
have been
the reserves for the PS4 right now would break every fucking record.
In all honesty, it would. But then, what was the first game they announced was some,
Zone, wasn't
Jack... Well, no, wasn't that Jack...
Knack. It was Knack.
Yeah, it was like Jack Daxter type game.
No, it was Knack. It's called
Well,
Knack.
I say a type.
Oh, all right. I thought you know the name of it. No, it's Knack. It's a Jack and Dexter thing, except it's based around an old... It's based on an old kids WB show called Rubik's. Anybody ever watch that show, Rubik's?
No.
I've heard of it.
Same premise. It's a robot basically built to help fight war that has the ability to change its shapes because it's built with shapes. It's Knack.
The Vita Cube.
If you grew up watching Rubik's, you shook your head when you saw it. Like, oh, look.
Wait.
It's Rubik.
I remember it.
Yep.
Oh, God, I remember it now. Wow.
Rubik's.
That is forever ago.
Yes, it was. We're going back to like 11 and 12.
Yeah. That makes me 9.
Yep.
Holy shit. I just feel old now. But, wow. Wow, Ruby. Okay. Well, yeah. Next, and like this is
Next
to me.
topic, we're going to talk about geriatric.
No, this is the thing that was making me laugh like the entirety of BG's Twitter bombing.
Oh.
I was watching that. I was just laughing the entire time. Anytime an FPS was mentioned, you got pissed.
Dude, there's like 40 of them coming out. Why would you showcase this? Oh, we've got another FPS game coming out. Look how good. Who gives a... They're not new.
I don't know. Bungie's Destiny seems like it's gonna be a new breed of shooter.
It looks like Halo with jackets.
No, it doesn't. It looks like Halo with Final Fantasy.
What ifs?
What ifs?
What
really?
ifs?
Really?
That's what I'm gonna throw on Bungie. What ifs?
What ifs? All right, keep cradling your bucket of chicken.
You're talking to the wrong brother.
Oh, you're right. DA's got the bucket of Big Macs.
There's like no FPSs coming out or that have come out in the past few years that were like mind blowing.
I don't know. I really do think that Destiny is gonna have a lot of premise. It seems like it's gonna be like a more serious type Borderlands. That's how it looks to me. Like it's be like a more serious like Halo style Borderlands.
I just played Borderlands.
Isn't it supposed to be kind of similar to like a WoW world in the sense of
yes, it's open
world.
It's open world. Anybody can join it. Like your friends can join it. There's no start menu. You pop the game in and you're in your world.
Well, I was saying no. Yeah, the world is persisting.
Yeah,
I should say.
Yeah, it's an ever evolving, self-relying world.
Yeah,
and to me that sounds like a ridiculous ability. I can't wait to see that put into action. Like and from what they've said, no two areas are going to be the same every 2 times you visit it. Something's going to change in the time frame you haven't been there. Like with weather, with climate, with a battle, with battle scars or whatever. It's like it's going to change. Things are not going to stay stagnant like they are currently. Yeah. And the thought of that, it's awesome. I can't wait to see that put into action. I think if anybody can do it, it's Bungie, because I feel like after Halo 2 and Halo 3, Halo 2 they brought a lot. Halo 1, Halo 2 they brought a lot. Halo 3 seems like Microsoft put a lot on them to just basically be the micro bitch. And same with Reach, they were basically micro bitch, and that's why they left Microsoft and wanted to do their own thing. Because since Reach, they've been making Destiny, and when you spend close to 10 years on a game, you know they're busting ass, and it's going to be cool.
Duke Nukem.
All right, no.
Well, no, there's a difference, I think, between Duke Nukem and this. Main reason Duke Nukem was, like, they knew a new Duke Nukem sequel was coming out, and it just kept getting, went through different studios, went through different hands, kept getting delayed. Bungie hasn't just been talking about what they're doing.
They've been working this game for 10 years.
Yeah, they've been working diligently for a long time, and it's just now they're, it's just like, okay,
now
it's nearing.
The game can be shown off.
Yeah, exactly. But I loved your final tweet of the stream, BG.
Which was? I don't even remember it.
Was PS3's ending statement for the stream.
Oh yeah, the last statement. Why would they want to go out with Bungie? It's pretty much a suck our Microsoft.
Yeah.
Look who we got.
That's exactly what it was. That's
just petty. That's high school stuff, man.
That's what this is.
Suck our dick. But okay, so after that it was Killzone, right?
Killzone, after what was it? Killzone Darkfall or something?
Yeah.
Shadowfall.
Who cares?
God, well, I mean, it looked beautiful.
No, I can't trust a Killzone trailer now, though.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but it was gameplay as opposed to pre-rendered CGI. You clearly saw the heads-up display and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see. So after that, where are we at? This guy has worse mic skills than Jeff Hardy.
Dude, this dude speaking of his mic skills. Oh my god, he was so stilted.
Wait, what?
I felt so bad. Only DA would get that, really.
Was it worse than when Jeff Hardy was high during a match?
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, that was something we talked about off air during one of TNA.
There was that racing game.
Well, no, actually, the next thing you talked about was the controller.
Oh, the control. Oh my god. What is with this share function of it? That is. Who cares what your friend is playing? If I want to know if somebody I know is playing, I'll look at their on my friend list and see what they're playing and play them.
Well, BG, I mean, now if you're sitting there and you're sucking ass, now you can have Mike here come and save you, and the new Zelda game is be ported to the PS3.
What is that backseat gaming, man? That just takes you back to the childhood of like a big brother. Like, give me the controller, I'll show you how to do it.
Exactly.
But from the stuff that I've seen, again, like I'm not sure if they adequately showed off the controller in the stream or not.
They did.
As far as what it can do.
No, they didn't show what the touchscreen did, really.
Because from what I was reading on the controller, the touchscreen is going to be similar to what the Vita does.
Yeah. Well,
and the Vita...
Apparently the Vita saves are going to be able to be ported into your PS4 save.
Oh, the Vita is supposed to be able to use as the controller as well, which, again, goes with my comment that just because the Vita touchscreen is used really dumb. My example is the Uncharted game that came out for the Vita.
I have yet to play it, though I have it on the Vita.
The combat is stupid. I played a demo of it. It's stupid. Like, doing fist combat, arrows will appear on the screen, and you have to swipe on the screen, like touchpad.
It's like quick time events with
touching. And, like, yeah, and it's... Since, like, with the DS, it makes more sense because, you have the dual screen functionality once a touchscreen, so you can have other options and stuff that act more like buttons with the touchscreen. Right. Or if you just have one singular screen, that's the touchscreen, that won't work. Granted, since it'll be similar to the Wii U in the aspect that it'll be two screens, the TV and the controller, they could do something differently. However, I was telling this to Ralph on Facebook, I don't think the screen is big enough on the PS4 controller to justify that kind of input.
Well, I mean, we haven't even been told what it's actually going to be put for.
Yeah.
Like, it could have other uses. Like, apparently you can talk to it or something.
I mean, you can do the Wii U controller has that as well.
Yeah.
So it's this is the second. I guess this is the second year in a row that Sony has, or second generation in a row that Sony has done this though.
Oh yeah.
Because as soon as the Wii was announced with motion gaming, DualShock 3, the C-Axis, like, it has motion stuff in it as well. Wii U gets released, we have a touchscreen controller as well.
But now think of this. Now what's Microsoft going to push out with all its billions of dollars?
They've been very... See, the thing is, though, Nintendo and Sony are making moves right now. They're getting stuff out in the open early, so when E3 comes around, they have a lot on their plate to show.
Yeah.
And to me, like I was saying before, Sony had to announce the PlayStation 4 now because they cannot justify a holiday release from E3. That is too soon. To announce it and then sell it that fall, that's only 4 months of advertising. Now they have, almost a year to pump it out there. They have E3 for further promotion.
Yeah.
I don't see Xbox announcing their system and releasing it in the fall.
Well, apparently that's what still the rumors stand for. The rumors still stand as if it's going to be a November release, or so that's what the rumor mill is pushing out. I believe so, right? Right, BG? I'm pretty sure you've heard that too.
Yeah.
I just can't see it, just because I don't think there's enough promotion that can
It's Microsoft. You're not going to be able to turn on your computer without a fucking 720 advertisement being flashed on your screen.
That's for people that go on computers 24/7 and are big gamers, though. That'll be all over IGN and stuff like that. However, moms and dads and average consumers, you need a lot more time in order to get that message across.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Even Nintendo at the start, when the Wii U first came out, they're picking up steam now, especially with these couple announcements that they've had. But what was that?
It's the same games.
Anyways,
Yeah,
not talking about the games, I'm talking about the console. I said the Wii is picking up steam right now, and they had a year and a half.
It's funny you say that because they're picking up Steam, but Microsoft is dropping Steam. Who gets that joke? Nobody? Anybody?
Nope.
Oh,
Windows 8 doesn't. Windows 8 doesn't play Steam.
I would know. I don't have Windows 8. I don't care.
I get it, but
bad joke is bad.
No, bad joke is necessary because it's retarded.
That's how I felt last week at the end of the episode.
That's how you feel every moment of your life, DA.
Oh, every second. Finds me amusing. I haven't said anything. Might as well not even be here.
But
well, no,
yeah.
DA. As somebody who the games you play, like they're Tales and all those games, right?
A lot of JRPGs.
Yeah. Well, think about this. Sony is the home of like a lot of your games that you play. They're based off of the PS3, the PlayStation software, hardware. I mean, so I mean, think about it. A lot of these JRPGs going to come out for the new system. They're going to basically be built to be dealing with the touchpad controller or the Vista port. I mean, so you honestly have to have an opinion on all this because the games you're going to want to play that are be coming out are going to have these functionalities to deal with. So, I mean, your opinion here is just as important because you do play a game or two.
Would you even play a Tales game where you have to swipe it on a touchpad?
I played 2 Tales games, and everybody's acting like I'm the Tales game expert.
No. I'm just saying.
We're just saying JRPG doesn't have Tales. It's just anything. You know what, DA?
Are they 2 of your favorite games you've played in the past 5 years?
No.
Really? Name me 5 games you like more than that in the past 5 years.
Borderlands 2, Bayonetta.
Of course.
The Last Story.
I need to beat that. I stopped a while ago. I need to pick it back up.
It's really good.
Bayonetta?
No, Last Story.
I was going to say, Bayonetta is a waste of your money and your time.
I already played Bayonetta a long time ago.
Waste of money and time.
I'm a fool.
No, okay. Actually, BG, we had a good opportunity to troll DA. I'm actually kind of upset now. We should have said that Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced.
I didn't even want to do that.
You wouldn't have gotten me.
Yeah, we would have.
No, you wouldn't have.
If we started and we have the positive announcement that Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced, you would have been like, wait, what? And we would have heard.
I was on my iPod at work. I saw no such thing.
We still would have heard BG's just hit the floor, and then you slamming your fingers on the keyboard to check if this is true or not.
What?
All of a sudden, the background themes just start playing. It'd be Ludacris's move. That's it.
But okay, so getting back to the other announcements, we got a little sidetracked with some stuff. But let's see. Okay, Knack.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give it a bone.
Killzone. And there's some racer. Yes, what was the racer? I didn't see.
It doesn't matter. It's unimportant.
It was some Drive Club.
Yeah, it was Drive Club. But
it looked like Need for Speed Shift, and nobody should care.
Nobody should care at all.
Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous Second Son.
It's it's like completely new story, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
New hero.
Like a new character.
Yeah, new character, new powers, new city.
You have no power.
Okay, so I know a lot of things that people were complaining about was the backwards compatibility issues.
Yeah.
How would they even care at this point?
Well, I mean, I do have one thing that I'm happy to hear about when it comes to not exactly backwards compatibility, but I mean, they did say that they're going to digitally put up the PS1 and PS2 games on there to download and play.
Yeah.
So that makes me happy.
Thing is, though, I think they said 3 as well, right?
Yeah, they said 3
as well.
So that to me is the issue.
Well,
PlayStation 1 and...
Think about it. They're going to stop making PS3 games soon. So the games that,
Ooh, no, they're not.
No, they're not. They're not. A lot of these games that have been being announced are dual PlayStation 2.
I'm saying for now. But looking in the long run, having that ability to buy PS3 games on the PS4, it may just save things in the future.
The thing is, though, if they follow a similar life cycle as the PlayStation 2, though, the PlayStation 2 just stopped manufacturing like
the
months
PS3 is not the PS2. Let's just end that right now. The PS3 is not the PS2.
It's still
The PS2
strategy
games, the PS2's games were innumerable in successful titles. You couldn't count them successfully unless you really put time into it.
How many exclusive titles of the PS3 are not successful?
Exactly.
But I'm saying there's only
just
a few
because
exclusives.
Just because you don't like them, though, doesn't mean that they're not. There's a lot of exclusives.
But nothing really. As I'm saying, numbers wise, it's not.
Uncharted, Heavy Rain, Killzone.
Quantity kept the PS2 alive, not the quality. Exactly. But I mean, the quality did help it, of course. What I'm saying is, what's important here to look at is that the sheer number of successful games in the PS2 dwarfs any of the current systems to date. That's why the PS2 stayed alive, because it had a million different amazing titles.
I wouldn't say that.
That people would still buy today.
No, I would. Of course, you're always going to buy a class. I'd buy a PS1 game I like today. I'm saying I wouldn't say that PS2 numbers, the number of great games, dwarfs the games today.
I'd say they do. In my opinion, I'm going to say that right now. In my opinion,
okay,
none of the current games really beat any of the old games that I used to play back.
Well, that's gameplay wise.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm going to go right down to it. I haven't seen games with better stories in a long time.
Heavy Rain.
No, that's not a good story. That's CG movie the game.
The Walking. You just said story.
Jason.
It's CG movie the game. It's not a game. It's a movie.
Okay. Give me 5.
I'm sorry, Heavy Rain was not a good story.
Whatever. Give me 5 PS2 titles that had good stories.
What's up with your best?
All right,
number?
Kingdom Hearts.
All 7 dot hack games, I win.
Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, dot hack.
No, we're not talking. Those are sequels. We're not counting those.
All right, fine.
We're talking game series.
Dot hack series, Kingdom Hearts series. Let's see. What else was that called? What was that called? I'm gonna go with what was the fuck that game called? Oh dear God, I'm jammed in this one game. I had them all mapped out in my head. I had like 10 of them mapped out in my head, but now I'm stuck in this one game. Let's see. Dot hack. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Devil May Cry.
Really?
Yeah, I like. Well, yeah, I'm not counting 2, mainly because 2 it's a blight on Devil May Cry's history. But 1 and 3 were both amazing games. So the
story wise.
Yeah, I like the Devil May Cry story.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it a lot actually.
Keep on.
All right, Dot Hack, Devil May Cry, Kingdom Hearts. What else did I play a lot? Oh shit! What was that game called? Oh my God! I'm terrible with names. What was this called again? Well, I mean, besides the Final Fantasy, I would say Final Fantasy is, but it's kind of a cop out at this point. But I mean, it's one. It has to be counted as one of them because most of the Final Fantasy games for the PS2 were still very good. Minus 10.
Say right now, the stories of Final Fantasy, when you think about it, are stupid.
Not 10.
I like 10. Not 10 too.
No, he didn't. What's the problem?
And 1 was dead. Like,
I'm sorry, but I like the story of Kingdom Hearts.
If you like
it, Final Fantasy.
If you like it, that's fine.
It was a good story.
I wouldn't say it's a good story. It's very stupid.
It kept you guessing, wondering what's going on.
So somebody throws a bunch of plot twists at a
Metal Gear Solid. Wow, how do you fuck
that?
That's what I was stuck on. I was stuck on Metal Gear Solid. Get me on that one.
I wouldn't count that because that's PlayStation 1. And it's a sequel.
Wait.
Sequels, prequels.
No, but it's still on the console. They still ported the first game onto the console and then the sequel.
It starts at PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but then it's also on the PS2. I'm
counting Final Fantasy X if you want to count that because the Final Fantasy games are their own
games that are on there, not games that didn't start there.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of a game that came from PS2 that's on the PS3.
Name it.
I'm trying to think of one. Whatever. We'll count that as well. That's 5.
No, that's 4.
No, that's 5 with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dot Hack, Devil May Cry, and
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. All right. I mean, I could probably. Dragon Quest is not. Dragon Quest had a good run on the fucking PS2. What was the other one called? That fucking hell. So I can name them. I just racking my brain because it's been a long time since I played a lot of them.
Okay. I could probably name 5 current gens with good stories much more quickly than you could name 5 classics with good stories.
Well, I'm terrible with names. That's the difference with my. That's just my problem. It takes me a second to actually think about names. I saw all the images and I remember the stories in my head. I could have just told you a tale, but I was trying to remember the names. Fuck. It was.
I'm just saying the story. A lot of storytelling has evolved a lot more than when it was back on the PS2.
The way they tell them has evolved, but some of the stories and a lot of the stories nowadays, they're not as intriguing as they used to be.
Yeah, a lot of, you can only tell the same story so many times, but at the same time, even a game that's not good, like Quantum.
Oh shit, Okami, that was another one for the PS2.
I never played it.
Okami had actually a pretty good story behind it too. It was pretty cool.
I can't really comment. I've never played it.
But anyways, I feel like Sony, just getting back onto what we were talking about.
Yeah, but I just went on a, yeah. All right.
But, well, I mean, it was a question that related to it. But, I still think that Sony will follow a similar business model. That they will still milk the PlayStation 3 for as much as they can, like they did the PlayStation 2.
Well, probably, but probably not for nearly as long as they did the 2.
It's not possible, but at the same time, why would people care about backwards compatibility with the PS3 if they still got a PS3?
Yeah, exactly. Again, why do they care about backwards compatibility if they own, if they own a PS3, they own a PS3. But if you've been a solid Xbox buyer or you've been a solid Nintendo buyer and you buy a PS4, you want to be able to buy PS3, PS2, PS1 games on your PS4. How is it a bad thing?
It's just people that are like, oh, I don't want to rebuy my game. Unless you're trading in your PS3 specifically for a PS4, you're not going to be rebuying your games. You're going to be playing them on your PS3 until exclusive PS4 titles come out.
All right.
I was going to say that's the thing too. Like that's my main issue is if you already own them. Say you already own them on your PlayStation 4 hard drive if you downloaded them there, or if you have hard disks, and then there's usually GameStop or some other places will have deals. It's like trade in your PlayStation 3 and get so-and-so % off your PlayStation 4.
I like how they mentioned that at this showing, by the way, the whole way their games are going to work on the system.
That's probably E3, but it's more or less this is the hype show. But
the hype.
Like I mean, this like Nintendo kind of solved that pretty well with the whole virtual console thing, which I explained about during the Nintendo Bomb episode, but
Yep.
And those are way freaking older than PlayStation 1 and 2 games. Well, like that'll be like I like the PlayStation 1 and 2 part of it. Like, just don't get me wrong, especially for say hard to find games like Dot Hack, Legend of Dragoon, and like some like other
like $30.
Yeah, like some hard to find games that'll make it a lot easier. Actually, that was the one thing. I should explain this story. So BG messages me on Twitter saying, "Hey, Lone, Best Buy is having a sale. All used PlayStation 2 games are $1. Tell Proceed." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." So I tell Proceed that. She's like, "What? Like in text form.
I could not have been on BestBuy.com any fucking faster if the internet had allowed me.
And he was just like looking. He's like, "It's unavailable in my area. Look at your Best Buys. Call them. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. So I called the Best Buy that's near me. They didn't have it. And then I actually looked at my, zip code. There's like a burp stuck in my throat. There we go. And unavailable. And then I looked up Detroit, Michigan, just because I knew when I would tell Proceed, well, what about Detroit? I knew he would say it. I looked at it, all unavailable. It is just like it's nowhere. Any of the dot hack. I didn't look up like dot hack //GU. I just looked up dot hack.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Wow.
They were.
I just saw it and
What's funny is it was available in Mike's area when I was looking. As I went to go buy it, that's when it went unavailable. So somebody had just gotten the last copy of the game I wanted right before I got it.
Is Alex not sent to you too yet?
Not yet. No, he did. He sent to me, but it was lost.
Oh, lovely.
It was lost in the mail, and they refunded him his money. They covered for the game, and now he's just waiting for his money to get back.
That sucks. But anyway, I just remember that. That was actually just funny to see. You were so like, come on, look, go.
Yeah.
But so going back, there was that it was Capcom's the Dragon Knight game thingy.
Yeah.
That was like the next thing. So like that, okay, like it looked nice. I mean, graphically wise, but it's one of those things where just like I can't get into a game until I see actual gameplay.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a cool thing. It kind of looked very, Skyrim-ish.
Yeah.
But until I see gameplay, and then what was it? Luminous Engine. Was that like the same thing as E3? Square Enix's Luminous Engine.
That wasn't even E3. That was the tech demo done the year before.
No, the whatever tech demo they had, that was at last year's E3. Believe me, I've been going through past podcasts, and I got to the E3 episode, and we talked about it.
Really? It was
yes.
Really? That was last June?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it might have been even a little bit before then.
It was around there, but new Final Fantasy will be revealed. Then let's see, Watch Dogs, which I want to comment on Watch Dogs. Because me and Percy were just having a discussion on this right before the podcast on Facebook about it. So, not too long after the press conference was over, IGN released an article that Watch Dogs is being released for PS4, ... and Wii U.
Yeah.
Which excited me more than the PS4 version. Mainly.
But then I can hack with the controller.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I don't care about graphics. I really don't.
This piece of crap over here does. You!
Me?
Yeah!
Really?
With you switching over the Wii.
He's so lost. Like, what? Me?
That's
No.
not graphics, that's quality.
Graphic quality.
No. Here's the thing. You tell him, because I'm... the Wii cord...
You tell him.
Like,
I'll just tell him.
The Wii cord, there's a standard definition and a high definition for the HDMI thing in the back.
No.
There's no difference.
That's why I said you tell it, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we got the standard yellow, white, red, and we got the red, green, blue ones.
Oh, HDMI and then
No,
HDMI.
it's not HDMI.
RGBW, yeah. RGB.
Yeah. So, I got tired of switching out the Xbox and the Wii whenever I wanted to get on a DA would have to switch out. So we got a different TV, and so I used the standard Wii definition, and I used the red, blue, green for the Xbox and the HDMI for the PS3. He played it for one night, and then the next morning I was doing something in the back of the TV.
That's not it at all. It was for 10 minutes.
Was it 10
Then
minutes?
you went to the store and came back, and I switched it.
Well, there you go. And then I was doing something earlier in the back. I said, "Did you switch these over?" Yeah, the quality. I didn't
Do I talk like that?
Yes.
Yes,
every
you do.
day.
Yeah,
It's
you do.
annoying.
I sincerely apologize for that.
See, no, the thing is, for the Wii though, there's not that much difference.
It is.
It's just 480p to 480i. That is the definition change.
I can see the difference. I noticed it as soon as I turned it on that something was different. So I changed back.
DA doesn't like change.
So now I got to use the standard definition for the Xbox so he can have his precious higher definition Wii gaming.
Or you can just switch.
That's annoying, and it could up the TV and the cords.
But anyways, going into what I was saying before, and I was talking about Proceed, I mean, graphics are graphics. It'll look better on a higher-end system computer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But to me, just the way you interact with the game, to me, that'll always be a more shining aspect to me. How I said with Arkham City, how that game is perfected on the controller. Watch Dogs is going to be a way better game, I think, on the Wii U.
I can't agree with that. I like to just kind of immerse myself in the game.
Yeah.
And looking down at my controller for some gimmicky, no offense or anything, but for some
Have you played a game on the Wii though?
No, on the Wii. Yes.
Or Wii U? Sorry, no Wii U. I mean Wii U. Sorry.
I haven't touched the Wii U yet.
That's why when you say that, but you haven't played a game on it yet.
Have you had to look down at your controller or bring it up to eye level to do something?
I have, and there's really no. I can do stuff on the move while I'm doing that, like in Batman.
I understand the appeal of it. I'm just saying it can knock you out of it for a second. I just like to immerse myself in whatever I'm doing, which is why I'm such a fan of something like Heavy Rain or Walking Dead.
It didn't do that to me at all, though. It didn't knock me out of the immersion at all. Especially the Batman, it immersed me more. Mm-hmm. Just because, in the game, they pretty much represent the Wii controller with a touch screen on Batman's arm.
Yeah.
For his whatever armor suit. But so when you're say I'm flying, I'm okay, I want to go to the museum. I just tap on the museum. I look down for literally half a second. Look, tap, go, and I'm still flying. And there's literally, I felt more immersed in the game because of that. And I know I need to play. I still have not played Zombie U yet. I have it, and just from, I've heard the bad, but the good I've heard as well. And a lot of people are saying just looking through going through your pack through the controller or whatever that it makes you more tense. Because you're just oh shit, get the gun out, get the gun out, get the gun out, get the gun out, zombie, it adds a layer of tension to it that you wouldn't have where you pause, select gun, unpause,
Also, quick thing about, because you bring up Zombie U, did they seriously say that the newer Resident Evil games were good horror games?
Ooh, what?
Yeah, when they were talking about, what's his name, the Japanese dude who needed a translator, they brought up how games like Resident Evil, the horror games that are the best horror games around are going to be even better on the PS4.
Technically, it is horror.
But I'm saying is, did they actually say did they actually believe themselves when they say that?
Technically, it is.
It's that thing
sales wise, not
No, I'm not even talking sales wise. There's 4 horror games out, so of course it's gonna be one of the best.
Oh, well, I would say as far as horror, the best games are the niche PC ones that are out right now. Amnesia, Slender.
Those are true survival horror games.
Slender.
For a mass media horror game, you get a Resident Evil or a Dead Space. And technically, Resident Evil is one of the best horror games. Not one of the best survival horror games. It's one of the best horror games. It's still horror. It's just not scary.
I was reading this article on IGN earlier in the week, and this team of 10 people took the new Unreal Engine and made what IGN was saying the most scary game they've seen in years. I didn't click the link. I didn't really read much on it, but that's basically what the title said. And I'm kicking myself in the ass for not clicking it and saving it, because I've heard people talk about this game now. I've heard people talk about it, and it sounds like it's actually a pretty fucking freaky ass game.
What game? Sorry, I missed the initial name.
I don't know it. That's the thing.
Oh.
It was a few developers took the new Unreal Engine and made this really freaky game. No weapons, no anything. It's just survival horror.
Okay. But pretty much after Watch Dogs was Destiny, which we kind of got on, and that was really the end of the conference, right?
You skipped over the Quantic Dream tech demo.
Oh, okay. Which more or less was just them, showing off the realism that they can do, right?
The old man head.
Yeah, the old man head. I thought you said the old man had. And we're going to continue to say that.
The old man head.
Yeah.
Freaked me the fuck out.
It looks really real, that's why.
When that came on the screen, I'm like, oh shit, somebody hacked their shit and put a dead man head on there.
Dead man walking. That's how Undertaker will look in 20 years.
Oh my god.
Keep rolling.
Okay, I just saw a picture of him like in real life. He dyes his hair. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
He's old as dirt, man.
Oh, yeah.
I know he's gray all over.
He's not that much younger than Ric Flair.
Yeah.
It's over for him.
Kind of ruins the illusion.
Yeah.
The next time I step in the ring, I'm gonna lose my spine. It's worth it. Fuck it, Cena.
Dead man. What? Oh God.
Dead man crawling.
My hip.
Dead man crawling.
But yeah. Overall, how would you rate this showing? I guess
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Okay, what are we qualifying this as? As a press conference?
As a press conference, yeah.
No, I would consider this kind of like the Nintendo live streams that they've been doing right now. That they've been doing recently.
No,
it was a stream.
This is a private press conference, dude.
That's what Nintendo's were.
Yeah, exactly. This is a press conference. It's every bit for the investors to see that they're doing something.
Okay, then it's like an 8. They announced the PS4. They showed off the controller and
all right,
said what it could do.
You're going with the business aspect. I was talking from a fan aspect. I didn't see the console. I didn't hear better specs. I didn't see too many good games. I mean, I didn't see too much gameplay.
As a PS4 announcement, it was not good. As a we're gonna announce something, it was like an 8.
Yeah, I'd say like I kind of go with both your aspects. As as an announcement, there's some meat there. It was quality prime rib or beef jerky?
Here's the question: the meat they're serving here, was this Chihuahua or prime rib?
Oh, I was gonna say it was a prime rib or beef jerky.
I'd go with Chihuahua because this beef jerky's treated.
But there was a lot of fluff. Essentially, yeah. It was a PS4. However, there was no console there. They only showed what the controller looks like.
Hey, you know what? I just thought about it. There were no woman boners mentioned. Therefore, it was a good conference.
That is true. No woman boner, no booby soft was shown there. But I
half expected something too.
Far Cry 4. No body paint this time.
And with that engine they were showing off too, could you picture that? No.
These are the highest res nipples you'll ever see.
And then the ESRB comes just belt busting ass, and they're like, nope, this isn't happening.
They show off Witcher 3. But
porn the game.
Yeah, softcore porno the game. But yeah, it's just like a lot of fluff. They showed off. They announced the PlayStation 4. They showed the controller that they didn't show off what it could do. And there was no specs, no console to show, and no pricing, which I think has been a big issue with a lot of people.
Pricing is a problem. How much do you think it is going to be?
I'm going to guess 250 to 300.
Ooh,
yeah, I'd say more, just because since they do have the touchscreen technology and the Wii U, while not as powerful, is 350. I'd say it's around 400.
I don't know, because from what I'm reading, even Sony understands that making a higher priced console right now, with how easy and cheap it is to make a decent computer to play decent games nowadays, and a high priced console would be fiscal suicide, because Microsoft is already planning. They've already said their console could be under $300.
That's the thing, though. I mean, there's
Is it going to be $300 with like the barest of bones?
Apparently, right now there's only one version announced of the Xbox, and saying that one is going to be under $300.
I'm going to say the PS4 is going to be $400 for like a lower hard drive space, maybe some lower.
It would honestly be suicide.
Features.
It would be suicide.
It's going to be a $500 one for the
even if it comes out first, people aren't going to buy that thing up, and they'll wait for the Microsoft one to come out, because Microsoft will be charging anything between $300 and $250 for this system.
People aren't going to be snatching it up anyway, because there's nothing coming out that's just for it. It's not going to have huge.
That's something though. No, I was going to say that is what they need to do at E3. Yeah, they need to solidify a good launch.
I'm telling you right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 announced.
If it does, all money will be saved for the PS4.
I'm telling you right now, one of 2 games are going to come out for the PS4 this year, or announced, I should say. It's either going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 or Persona 5.
Yeah, agreed.
It's going to be one of them.
A lot of people are thinking, because, the whole speculation for KH3 is that Versus 13 would come out first. However, from what I've been seeing, rumor mill is that they're pushing Versus 13 into an actual main title Final Fantasy.
Uh-huh.
Like Final Fantasy 15 or something.
Yeah.
Because I think 14 is going to be another MMO, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah.
Okay. And then, 15, 16, 17, whatever, the next just regular party game is after Lightning Returns.
Oh!
Never do.
And then Lightning's Menopause.
Should that be the title?
Uh-huh.
Lightning's Menopause. From -5 to -15 female viewers. That's horrible. But overall as a fan, I would rate that like a 5, a 6, or something like that, just because there's just a lot of fluff.
Professionally, I agree with BG, 8 out of 10. But from a fan standpoint, which is where I care for,
yeah,
5.
I would go a little higher, maybe 5.5, 6.
Wow, big fucking difference. It's still, it's still in that I'm disappointed genre. Man,
5 is completely average. I think it's above average. I might go.
That wasn't above average. Come on, don't kid yourself.
Like, to me too, like some of the things, like the whole thing with Watch Dogs being announced for the Wii U, that just lessened stuff that was announced in the PlayStation 4 stream. Like, you're just like, oh look, we have this game. Look at it. Oh, by the way, extra news is coming out for a system that was never announced for.
Wait, was Watch Dogs ever going to be on the current gens?
Yes.
Because somebody brought this up.
Yes. Last at E3, they played it on the Xbox.
No. Wow, you just contradicted yourself hardcore, by the way, from earlier podcast, man.
Yes, you did.
No.
I've been going back and listening.
They played it. They played it on. They played it on the PC box version of 720. Right.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Because you were very like in all the episodes we announced it, you were very adamant about that. I gotta say, like, it was played on the Durango. But as far as that, just to me, granted, I mean, Wii U's already out or whatever. As far as, quality games and stuff like that, these past 2 Nintendo press conferences have been meteor, I guess. You've
been promised the same game you've been playing for the past 30 years. Congratulations.
We've already had this discussion.
It's going to be the same 5 titles. It's going to be Metroid, it's going to be Smash, it's going to be Mario, it's going to be Kart, and it's going to be Zelda.
And
one of those
they're gonna look prettier. They may have a better story, but it's gonna be the same stuff. So how meaty is it really?
But when have they never been quality gaming experiences?
Yeah, they've always been. What I'm saying is, these titles are coming anyway.
They're not.
So how can
when it's not a surprise, it's not an announcement.
How can these press conferences be meatier when you know the meat in it?
Exactly.
And
I see your point.
But I mean, I see your point. However, we do know Kingdom Hearts is coming out eventually. We do know, Sony's is going to... That's kind of the same argument you could do with Sony. We know they're going to pump out their first-party titles as well. The question is when. We know there's going to be a new Call of Duty. We know there's going to be a new this and that.
Actually, there's no new Call of Duty this year.
Yes, there is.
They canceled Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. I said that last week. Congratulations.
But I mean, that argument can be made for the other companies as well, though. Who saw, we saw that, Killzone was going to be coming out, a new Infamous. Those games, we kind of knew they're going to be out. We know there's going to be another Halo. We know there's another Gears.
Apparently they want to work on Call of Duty 5 now.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, there is no Call of Duty 5, is there?
Not yet.
That's like
there's just 4 and then every shitty sequel since.
Okay. But you catch my drift, though, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm much more excited about titles that are.
I'll also say this: when the Wii U announced the Wii U, it did not have a lineup of games to announce.
Wait! I was gonna put this out there real quick. So the Wii U is Skynet, and it announced itself.
Yeah, we're gonna push past whatever you're saying right now. We're trying to keep this cohesive. Thank you.
This is the Wii U. I wish to announce to you all myself.
And the PS3, probably E3 is gonna come. Well, the PS4 is gonna come with whatever games it's talking about. Yeah.
But the Wii U had some good titles. However, they were old titles. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
It was like these Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed, like those. Granted, they're big titles. However, most people got those for the Xbox or PlayStation when they came out. Yada yada.
Yep.
But as far as still, like I said, though, quality gaming experiences, as a gamer, we want to see the games. And that's what these past two Nintendo things have brought,
Yeah.
So that's why I say they're meteor.
Okay. I'm also saying that the Wii U is already out, so...
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Yeah.
So, all right. That, to me, though, like, this is one of the things that I was talking about, like, kind of saying before, that, PS4 or PlayStation has made moves. Nintendo has made moves. It's Microsoft's turn. Will they do something similar in the veins of what Nintendo and Sony have been doing?
Possibly not.
Or not.
I see Microsoft waiting till E3 just to be assholes because Bill Gates is a walking dick.
All right, now, since we're on the topic of gaming, there's two things that I saw, articles that I saw a couple weeks ago that I want to talk about just because, again, this is kind of more or less going with, like, gaming corporate stuff like that. So, a while ago, and this is the things where it's like the companies are slowly not understanding gamers, and yeah. Oh, Capcom had an interview about Resident Evil 6.
I read this.
I not like Capcom.
And they blamed Resident Evil 6 not selling as well as they wanted to due to bad marketing.
Yep.
Resident Evil 6 was probably one of the most marketed games that I'd ever seen in recent history. Besides, like, a Halo.
No, it was... That's what they're saying. Saying, yeah, it was... You saw it everywhere, but it wasn't shown in a good light. Therefore, nobody bought it.
I thought it was marketed good.
Well,
it made me want the game.
But I'm saying they're saying that. They're saying, yeah, we put it everywhere, but our marketing team didn't put together a strong enough show.
Whatever.
Like, thing is, too, like, I mean, it was all over YouTube. There was banner ads all over the place. Mm-hmm. Most of the ads played before a YouTube video for a good chunk before it came out.
I went to watch a Resident Evil 6 trailer and got a Resident Evil 6 trailer ad.
Yeah. I've had that a couple times on YouTube recently. I actually was trying to show Mom something, and like I was trying to play an ad. It was the Walking Dead ad for Time Warner, if you guys saw that. And that ad played before that ad when I my mom was just like, "Oh wait, why are you skipping it?" I'm like, "No, I'm skipping that." Oh wait, that was the same one, wasn't it? but anyways,
welcome to Inception, aka YouTube.
Yeah, but like,
you've got trailers.
They blame it on the They just like, okay, it's like, it was just marketed poorly, whatever. It was just that the game wasn't that good.
The game hasn't been good since 4.
Like, there was, a few aspects, gameplay-wise that, were good here and there. However, the overall story wasn't good. And it's one of those things where it's just like they're not pointing the fingers at themselves. And there's this other article that I wrote. It was like a keynote speech or something.
That you wrote?
No, that's some game designer.
There we go.
CEO or business person was talking about how demos ruin sales. And that gaming companies shouldn't put out demos because they've seen a drastic decrease in sales of games that have demos.
Because
the only way that they should market the game is show a trailer and then make the person buy the game in order to try it.
And bad news travels quickly.
That is so stupid.
I'm gonna say how stupid this is with, of course, the game I really play, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat had a demo come out a month before. It leaked the story of the game and every character that was in the game, despite NetherRealm Studios not wanting this. The game is the second highest seller of this generation for fighters. Demos have nothing to do with it, people. If your game is crap and you put a demo out for it, people are going to be like, no, I'm not going to buy this crap because this game is crap. If the game is good and you put a demo out for it, they're going to say, hey, this game is pretty good. I will purchase this game.
Exactly. That's the big thing. Developers aren't saying, hey, a lot of times your game is shit.
Yeah.
You need to, think more about the quality of the game. Maybe beta test it a little better instead of, having hired people do it, hire actual, gamers. They'll tell you straight up, hey, this game is crap, this game is not. And, it's lessening, the visibility of a product won't help your sales.
Oh, it won't.
If you can't see a game, it won't help the sales. What most people will probably do instead of buying the game is like, I'm going to rent it. And that won't increase your sales one bit either.
Hurt them more than anything.
Exactly.
Because that person will never buy that game because they'll
exactly
in that rental,
or they'll pirate it.
Yeah.
Yar.
These people are so out of touch.
It's the thing. They treat the consumer as a number, not as a person.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
to corporate America.
Exactly.
I mean corporate world now.
And it's bleeding into the game market, which is sad, very, very, very sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I'm trying to think of the last some things too. Even a lot of times where the demo will show a healthy part of the game that might be a tense situation. I think Dead Space was guilty of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Too bad Dead Space 3 was still crap.
I'm still saying that Dead Space 3 still showed a very tense part. If they show a build-up moment,
it
where you're
game too.
If you're just wait, what happens next? Where the Dead Space 3, I watched the Achievement Hunter thing. That thing was pumping the entire time as far as action goes. Or if they had maybe a tense scene leading up to a build-up like that, that could be better. A good example to me of a good demo leading up to it was actually Dead Rising 2. Because Dead Rising 2, their demo was actually its own standalone game.
What is it?
Case Zero.
Oh, Case Zero.
Yeah, it was. Was it Chuck, right? It was the main character?
Chuck is the main character of the second one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Dead Rising 2. It was them in a town right before that, or Las Vegas or whatever it was.
Oh, you know what? I think I did play that.
It was them and they're in a town. And I think it was more or less he's trying to find the Zombrex and helping a few people here and there. And then the progress you got in that demo, which gave you a very healthy look at what, the building, customizing weaponry and stuff like that. It gave you a healthy look at the game. And also progress in that demo / arcade game went to Dead Rising 2. That to me is a good, demo.
Dead Space 3 also did that. They if you built and customized the weapon within the demo, you could carry over to the main game whenever you use that.
Oh, but sort of like Gears 3 did.
It was still part of the game though, right?
Yeah, it was still part of the game.
That piece of you're revealing a healthy chunk of the game. That's kind of my issue with some trailers where it shows, the climax of the last scene.
Every single movie trailer known to man.
But yeah. So, they need to stop treating people like sheep. BG.
The sheeple.
The sheeple.
Again, I never said that.
No, DA did.
DA, when did you say that?
He
I don't
did.
think he did either.
I just listened to that
did.
episode. See, I'm getting deja vu just because I'm listening to these episodes where these quotes were said that were 5-6 months ago.
Who said it? It was DA, right?
No, you actually came up with it on your own. Actually,
really?
No,
you thought you heard it. You thought you heard.
It was me.
Yeah, it was DA.
What was the context of this?
It was a gaming episode.
That's when Ralph said it. I think he said it before.
DA said it long before.
Oh, okay.
I think this is one of last year's podcasts. It's like DA was just.
We were talking about something with you being a hipster.
Yeah, something about being mainstream, and DA was like, "Yeah, man, you got to break away from the sheeple," or something like that.
Yeah, and then it went into something like the. I can't even remember.
So later, you said.
We're over an hour, but I want to talk about one more thing.
This.
Which is, Oh, you posted the video already?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Lanny Pator just released his video.
Click the link, bastards.
Him and his girlfriend posted this video where Lay's is having kind of like a flavor contest, kind of like.
Not the.
They know already.
That's amazing.
Right. The stupidest flavor.
That's amazing. The fact that they already know is amazing.
I've tried it. Have you tried it? I've tried it.
Of course he has. Of course.
I need to preface this.
The garlic one and the chicken one. I don't like the hot stuff. But,
I need to preface.
Sure, go ahead.
So Lay's is having a contest, kind of like Mountain Dew does every 4 months
Hitler did nothing
for a new
wrong.
flavor of these 3 new flavors for Lay's chips, and they are this zesty, like some kind of hot sauce. I can't think of the name. Garlic bread, and chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffle flavored Lay's.
Like,
I had no words.
Okay, DA, describe these chips.
the cheesy garlic one was actually pretty good.
No, who cares about that? You know the one we want to talk about.
You know what the people are here for.
We want to hear the black guy talk about chicken and waffles, so let's go.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
Chicken and waffle potato chips now.
I wish I could say that they were good, but they weren't.
They weren't good.
It tasted like chicken and syrup, and that's disgusting. That is all.
I don't know what you people were expecting.
Really,
I can't imagine like that just on a wafer. Like,
I can't picture that shit on a chip. Chicken and waffle flavored French fries, potato chips.
How? You should get your local gas station or convenience store. Check them out.
I'm not wasting my money on flavored shitty chips.
It's $1.09.
Maybe where you live.
I still like, I'm trying to think of something that I tried that like was like something like outrageously flavored like that.
Limit the lime Doritos they had a few years back. They touted it as a mystery flavor. These were the worst potato chips I've ever had. Lime flavored chips.
Okay, there's a funny story about this.
Oh, hilarious.
We bought the chips. It was a giant bag. We were like, all the family was like, this is going to be delicious. We all tried it. We hated it. It was disgusting. So we were like, our little brother was coming home, and we were like, let's get him to try it. We'll also be like, this is delicious. He came home. We were like, hey, try these chips. He pulled one out of his bag. He's like, I already got them. They suck.
Yeah, man, let's try some chicken and waffles.
Like, the only thing I can even think of, just because most of the time I stay away from, like, odd flavored stuff.
Yeah, same.
My sister got me to try, when I was a freshman in college, an oatmeal cookie shot. Like, by the time, it was like a Halloween or something, it was like, Halloween bar crawl or whatever. And I went out there and she was, not Buzz. She was drunk by the time I got there. And my sister's drunk. Her voice goes about 5 octaves higher, and she has the shortest attention span in the world. She introduced me to the same 2 people about 8 times that night, which was kind of hilarious.
God.
But
isn't that every female drunk though?
Nah, not really. My sister's really the only one that I've seen that with.
I've seen multitudes.
But please don't leave us female fans.
-20. But
hi Ashley.
She got me this. She wants to be on an episode, so she wants to be on our watch episode. Episode 60. Neko.
Yeah.
But anyways, she gave me the shot. I tried it. It was like, I'm like, what the hell is this shit? She's like, it's so good. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's like, yeah.
What is wrong with you? And then she bought me another one. And I did one of those. She's like, oh, cheers, and she did the shot, and I did the over the shoulder. Like, oh, whatever, and I'm just like, get the
fuck out of here.
I'm just like, get me a beer next. Need to wash out this taste. One of the better, like, nicer tasting shots I guess I had was this breakfast in bed shot. Huh? It tasted like maple syrup, but you chased it with orange juice, so it was actually kind of good. I'm not sure. Next
up is chicken and waffle vodka. Let's go with that.
I'm sure if you look it up, it'll be out there.
There is a bacon soda.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
God. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll end it there on chicken and waffle chips.
And of course, the only one who's eaten it in the area is the local black man.
I had like 4 chips and then I threw it in the trash. I couldn't eat it anymore.
It couldn't compare to the real chicken and waffles?
And chicken and waffles
are disgusting.
I enjoyed them, actually.
Wow.
I've had them once. Good hangover remedy.
Oh, no! DA, when you said you had them before you liked them, DA was doing like a drink motion. Like you were drinking. A good hangover remedy.
See, I've yet to eat them yet. I've never had chicken and waffles, and I don't plan on it. It sounds horrible. But, of course, I'm going to throw this out there. I mentioned this to Alex.
I'm going to throw something out as soon as you're done as well.
I mentioned this to Alex, and Alex is like, chicken and waffles is damn good. Those chips sound damn good. I'm going to get me those chips. And he went and get
sometimes I don't know what to feel about Alex. He keeps jumping that fence.
That's Mexican people, my man.
Yeah, no. The black people jump the fence when they got the weed in the back pocket and they jump from the police.
No one says police anymore. Okay, I'm going to throw my thing out.
Nobody says police. Why you say police?
I've been reading New 52.
Oh, dear God.
Batgirl is the most boring comic I have read in some
The New 52 really isn't that good in the whole, I hear.
Oh, it's not. It's got like 8 good ones.
You are making me more and more anxious for this comic episode because Nate does. BG. No, wait, no, because BG needs to hear this. My roommate Nate, he does this one-shot reviews on Twitter, which you should just follow just so you could just get pissed at it and get more information. Just because he does a lot of comics and stuff. And like one of the last things he's seen, he's like, I just picked up the new Batman and Batgirl. Like, and I think he reviewed them in a positive light.
Oh my God!
No. Here's my I have one question for you, BG. Death of the Family.
I have only read the Batgirl portion of it. I'm reading all the comics.
So you don't know the end of it yet.
No, I just know the end of the Batgirl arc of it.
All right. Oh, I hope to God you have that finished by the time we do this, because I want to hear your thoughts.
I'll have it all finished by then.
Because from what I understand, I mean, I'm not a big comic connoisseur, but I've read this one, and from what people are saying about it, it is like it's a redefining of the word death for superheroes.
I'll read it, but whatever. Batgirl is just stupidly boring. I'm glad I'm done with it.
Well, I think
one issue at a time.
You possibly might feel better when the Joker walks in with her head in a silver platter and just drops it in Batman's feet. Like, hey, what's up, buddy? No, I'm kidding. That's totally not what happens.
Oh, you know what? I do. Okay. I think I know what happens. Whatever.
Do you?
Yeah.
Whatever.
We will.
What ifs? What ifs?
What ifs?
What ifs?
All right, but we will end it there. We ended that on a good note.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. It's still not a good note. Because the final word of the day is still that DA eats chicken and waffle flavored Lay's.
All right, we will end it there.
He's not even the.
Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Later.